Well, hello, white crazy world out there. It's me again, Chaos Black forever, right? And I don't know, I decided again to come on live, just preach, right? The white crazy world out there. Hmm. So I've been thinking about the topic I started off with was sin. So I continue along journey now and deal with something, universal. Hmm. What should it be? I don't know. Topic! Blessed. The sin of Cain. Now, the sin of Cain, obviously, had also be something that was different, right? Something that was totally different to alter the whole world, the alter the mind of people, alter the concept of what we were going to face as human beings in this new world that we were going to see different things coming out. It altered mankind as we knew it. The sin of Cain. Now, the first sin, which was disobedience to God, caused human beings to lose the connection, the first connection they had, which was the God powers, the connection to use our God powers with our will. Now that we don't have the power to use it with our will anymore, because we use our will for disobedience, we lost that connection. So now, mankind now started to live a life, right? We always ask the question, if it had no humans on the earth, then where Adam and Eve went? And if they went out there, where Adam and Eve children and them, who they was having sex with, so son and daughter, brother and mother, what was going on? So, yeah, it's kind of stupid to think that, all right, Adam and Eve were the first humans or whatever. Of course, there were other human beings on the planet, right? But these human beings were selected as the guardians of the garden, the special garden where they held all the secrets of life and everything, so that they were able now to pass on this knowledge to the other humans. This was what man, the first man that God was appointed, was left with the thing to teach the others. God will teach him, and he would in turn teach the others the names of the creatures, how to do certain type of how to perform things. He could beam the messages into the mind. You understand? The first men were very powerful. They were like gods, And then now, our power was so great. We rival even the angels. They envied us how we, our abilities and how we, had a perfect ability. We were perfect humans. Who humans were created perfect. We still, we lost our perfection now that, we tainted with so much things in the bloodline. But the first pure blood humans were obviously different, and as sin gets into the genealogy, we break down now, and as we start to procreate, we start to create other human beings on a wide scale, and man took over the face of the earth, and we started to mass produce. Sex, of course, was uh, a source of entertainment, a source of livelihood, living. It was part of our everyday. Humans were having a lot of sex and decided to worship sex. The world was crazy at that time. But God didn't really interfere because it was part of a greater plan, right? So, I mean, it arose now amongst human beings that we were special beings, all of us. And because we were so special and we started to mass produce so much, we started to lose the specialness, But back to the first sin, which is the sin of Cain, which is the sin of disobedience. It forced human beings to realize that at the first time, in the earlier times, he was really drastic on human beings because he didn't want us to destroy perfection. he was very, how to put it, I don't say he, but I mean, the entity that is him, which is the I am, which is the Omega and the Alpha, right? So I believe that this entity wanted humans to be perfect. But now that they did find the evil energy, the darkness, found a way into the light of the human mind and the human soul. That darkness now that stay in the human power forever. You see, darkness now blots out that part of the light. That is why we don't have that connection again. So that's why we can't use the powers anymore. Powers is light. It is within the light energy. We don't have these abilities no more. What we will do. So just like with all things, when one sense go, another one does increase, right? We increase our sense of procreation. So we start to procreate on a mass scale, right? So, okay, things going good. Boom. We start to create and we start to feel good. Now, the children are the first ones, obviously, were the ones people used to look towards because they were obviously ancestors of the first ones. They have the ancestral bloodline of the first ones. Right? So up and came Cain and Abel, as they say in the book. But let me just eliminate the names and just think about them as what they were. They were what everybody was looking at as the ones that will go before the great one, right? Because God used to come along and check humans, the entities, no? And when these entities come down here on earth, these celestials used to, congregate with men. And, God himself saw that the celestials was coming to earth often. They were trafficking to earth a lot. And a lot of spiritual beings started to come on earth. And it became a harbor for them. Many of the creatures that live on other planets. We always ask why the other planets don't have any things on them. It's obviously the things on them is things we can't see. There are things out there. We are not alone. And we are also constantly visited by aliens. It's just some of the aliens we can't see them. They are called demons. They are here. They come here all the time. Some of them don't want to leave. They do take our bodies too. So, you know, these entities we fight in here, these spirits that we can't see, this world that we don't know what is there, but we constantly keep feeling a gravitation that is there. This world is a world that is very much changing. And that will change that day. The world itself change every time a new sin is born. And I mean, we create new ones every day. Imagine back in that time when the world had changed so great when one was created. Imagine now when we create new sins every day. But jealousy rose up in Cain's heart, and we know the story where he killed his brother and the blood cried out and all these things from his brother. And God put a curse upon Cain and told him to go to the land of Nod. Right, we know the stories. But what exactly was the sin? Was it killing the brother? Was it the jealousy? Was it the the feeling in Cain's heart? Cain wasn't wicked. He wasn't an evil person. Many times people paint a picture and say Cain is white people, blah blah blah. Black people and the foolishness, thinking that they are always so special because they're black. We are special, and I am a black person, so I would say yeah, I'm black. I'm a dark one, but the outward skin does hide something within, and I believe dark and light is inside, not on the outside. You know, and some white people dark, and some white people is white lights. Some people black, and the black in heart, and some people black, but the heart is so bright. So this is how I see things and see the world through a different eye. But not everybody have that eye. And many people mix up the knowledge with their own philosophy. And this is what we have when we think about the book in question. Sometimes we always refer things to the book because the book, they say, is the book of truth, right? Basic knowledge before leaving it. Something for you to listen to, right? But there's tricks, and there's always tricks that people play with the mind of human beings with religion and knowledges to try to entrap them. And you see now, killing, murder, bloodthirsty murder. The actual sin of the slashing down, you see when Cain slashed down his brother, and see brother could move by and bust his head and kill him by and watch him and say, boy, yeah, boy, dead. Because you feel better than me. You see that feeling there? The feeling that when his brother had died, that he was happy. That loss of consciousness, it birthed a spirit of chaos. It was a mad spirit, bloodthirsty, violent demon that was born that day. Demon called murder. It is funny how people worship it today in music, in gang warfare, in killing, in blood rituals, in the fact that no respect for life, kill a boy, killy, killy, boom, boom, bang, bang, we are killers and we don't care kind of mentality. If they only know the spirit they worshiping is a dark, evil spirit. Nothing nice about that one. There are curses over that one. There are laws that govern that one. And you will pay for that sin day differently. The sin of Cain is a powerful sin. I believe one of the most powerful sins.